So let's find our nice tall seat. Did you move blocks? Gently move your hips from side to side and shift your rib cage. Right, so we're just trying to get some space between those ribs and the spine. And then as you settle into your sits bones, do a nice big shoulder roll back. Feel your elbows reaching down toward your outer hips. Open your palms. Take a nice deep breath in here. On your exhale, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Inhale, soften your chin to your chest. Exhale, roll your ear to the left. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, look forward, reaching your fingertips to the sky. Try to do that 3-finger fold here. If you can, try to really lift out of the sides of your waist. And if you can't grip your hands here, that's okay. Use your right hand to draw your left side over, heading into that rib cage. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, lift up tall. Then stretch or reach over to your left. Left arm draws right side over. Inhale, come back up tall. As you open your palms, they come up wide. Relax your shoulders and elbows. Pull back, looking toward the sky, opening through your heart. Take a deep breath there. Then inhale, reach up tall. Bring those fingertips forward. And if you're crossing at your shins, go ahead and uncross those and start walking forward. If it feels better for you to extend one leg out to the side, go ahead. Try to crawl those fingertips out. Reach the top of your head forward. Feel that release through your lower back. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, take your right hand out to the right side. Sweep your left arm out to that left side. Drop your right elbow, reach that left arm up and over. Open the left palm, look under. Inhale, sweep your left arm all the way across, let it drop to the left. Right open palm comes up and over. Soften the left elbow, open up through the right. Then that right side pulls out, come all the way up tall through the center. Inhale. Then exhale, sweep your arms behind. Your intented fingertips, you walk your fingertips away. Do a big shoulder roll back and then lift your heart forward. Now see if you can walk your fingertips further back and your pinky fingers closer together. Then shift your body weight over to the right. You should feel the front chest and shoulders loose. Then inhale back to your center. Shift over to your left. Still gaze is upward, a little lift to the chin. Then back to your center. Lower your chin to your chest. Walk your fingertips in. Take a deep breath and count. Ankles are crossed. We wrap our elbows around the outside of the knees. We pull the spine back. Dropping the chin to the chest. Pressing your knees apart. So your knees are pushing against the inside of your arms. You're rounding your shoulders. Then you gently nod your head side to side. Eat into that upper back and neck space. Then pull against your knees and lift up tall. Take a deep breath. Uncross your ankles. Bring your hands to the sides of your hips. Round forward. As you settle into that low squat position, soften your chin to your chest. Then press your heels to the floor. Look down at your toes. Spread them nice and wide. Feet are hip distance apart. And just let your upper body hang. Forward fold. Take a deep breath. Then bring your hands out to your shins. Lift out of your hips. Lengthen your spine out. Flat back. Feel the soles of your feet pulling together. Then soften your knees. We fold. Inhale. Exhale. We lengthen flat back. Inhale, we fold, release. Exhale, we lengthen flat. Just try to get some movement. Inhale, we soften the knees. Move your hands up to your thighs. Do a cat spine away from your thighs. Do a cow spine toward your thighs. Look forward, just cat spine, we rest. Cow spine, we release. One more time. Cat spine, we rest. Cow spine, we release. This time that cat spine matches all the way up to the top. The shoulders go away. We land our mouth pose. We find those strong feet, shoulders release. Inhale, we fill it up. Now do the 3-finger folds here. Lift all 3 sides of the face. On your exhale, right arm is going to gently draw that left side over. If you can, nudge your elbows back around your ears and look to your left. Inhale, lift up top. Left arm draws that right side over. We stretch, we peek under the right. Inhale, we lift. Here we do that open elbow space. Looking up toward the sky, a little bit of a back bend there. Then inhale, we reach. Hands move to heart. Exhale, we fold. Here we go. Let's put that together. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, flat back. Inhale, knees bent. Exhale, cat spine. Inhale, cow spine. Exhale, press round mountain. Inhale, fill. Exhale, 3 fingers, left arm draws right side over. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, left side draws, right side draws left side over. Inhale, we lift. Hands up. Open. Sorry, bottom breathe. Inhale. Reach up top. Exhale, we lift. Beautiful. So a little loose, a little warm now. Fingertips to the floor. Right foot forward. Left foot does that big step now. Wiggle the ball of the left foot away. Make sure that right knee is straight up over your ankle. Tap your left knee to the floor. Drop the toes under. Bring your hands to your right thigh. Now reaching that left hip forward. Push away from right thigh. Take your shoulders back. Then that right arm is going to reach up, lift up and over. And stretch across. Can I say that back? Inhale, lift up top. Bring that hand down to the floor. Your other arm reaches out to the side. You push up and look up to the side. Really trying to nudge that shoulder back. Feeling that open space. Then bring your left hand down. Walk your hands back. Lift your toes. Draw your toes in toward your shin, sending your tailbone back. Feeling that lengthening through the back of the knee. Finding that hamstring space. And remember, hands can be on the thigh here. It's wherever you can find that open hamstring. Then we bring the toes to the floor. We bring our hands to the side. Kick the leg around. Move your hands into table. Tuck your toes. Press away from your hands. Lift your knees and reach your ribcage back through. Now wrap your triceps back and lift your tailbone high. Then feel your heels sinking toward the floor. Down dog. We breathe. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. See if your chest can reach through a little closer. Then soften your knees. Look forward. Move to the front of your mat. Chest to thighs. We fold. Inhale. We lengthen flat back. But this time we bend the knees. Bring the fingertips back to the floor. The other leg steps back. So is it left like that? I can't remember. Yeah, I did it backwards. Oh, okay. So right foot forward, left foot back, the knee taps to the floor. We drop the toes under. So you're pressing actively through the top of the foot, sending that left hip forward, moving your hands to your thigh, reach your shoulders back. Should feel some nice lengthening through the quad and the hips. Left arm lift, reach up and over. Breathe, inhale. Then that hand comes down to the floor. Right arm moves out to the side. Push off left hand, right arm rotates, reaches up. Kind of stack those shoulders, looking toward the ceiling. We breathe. Exhale, that right hand comes down in front of the left knee. We walk our hands back as we lift our right toes. The hip is pulling back. The toes are pulling in. We're lengthening the back of the leg. You have that long spine, moving your hands up toward that thigh, if that's a better position for you, or fingertips to the floor, out to the toes, wherever works best. But really feel like that hip bone is pulling your heel back. When hands move over to the left as you bend that right knee, kick it away. We plant our hands, wide fingertips, middle digit pushing forward. Top of the toes. Lifting the knees, reach your ribcage through. Now do that wrap of your triceps back. Keep your ribcage pressing through. So lift your tailbone. Then feel your heels reaching toward the floor. Nice lengthening to the back of the legs. We breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Come out. Position yourself in your plank. You have to walk your hands and toes further. Shoulders back, long neck. We breathe. Exhale. Inhale, we hold. Exhale. Lift left heel. Press away from hands. Right heel sinks toward the floor. Three-legged dog. See if you can lift that left heel a little bit higher, keeping your shoulders balanced. Then as you come forward, that left knee is going to come down to table. Shoulders drawn away. Right heel flexes, reaches to the back. Left arm reaches forward, bicep to ear. Can you maybe lift the toes of your left foot? Find your core. On your exhale, try to tap elbow to knee, tucking your chin. Inhale, reach out, lengthen, push the heel. Exhale, elbow to knee, we drop. Inhale, we reach out and lengthen. Hear that right toe, left hand come down. Just step your left foot back, raise that core for your plank. Exhale into your down dog. Inhale, lift your heels, come out to your plank. Choose to bring your knees down if you wish. Elbows will squeeze the rib cage as you come down. The shoulders will pull away, we'll slide our arms forward, lift out of the top of the head. Actively press down through the tops of your feet, feel your glutes engage, lift your kneecaps. Now, if lifting those elbows feels okay for your spine, take a breath. Exhale, lower your ribs. Slide your hands to the side body. Tone your belly away from the floor. So those front hip bones lift. We press up, knees or toes. Then press up and through down dog. Here, we're lifting that. Now our right heel is going to lift to the sky for three-legged dog. That left heel is sinking down. We try to get a little more lift out of that right heel, but focusing on keeping your shoulders balanced at the same time. As you come forward, that right knee comes under the hip and lowers gently to the floor. Brace your center. Left heel to the back, right arm forward, hold in here. Toes and right foot might lift off the floor here to challenge the balance. Then we draw in, tuck the belly, chin to chest, elbow to knee. Then reach out, push the heel, reach the fingertips. Exhale, we draw in and elbow to knee. Inhale, we reach out and lean back. Beautiful. That right hand comes down, left toe lengths. Turn those biceps, step your right foot back, find plank. Exhale, lift your hips, reach through to your down dog. The heels come high, the chest comes forward, knees or toes, elbows in, hips drop, shoulders back. Maybe those forearms up front, maybe cobra, or if you're ready for an up dog, hands up straight under your shoulders. Everyone presses feet, maybe lifting your kneecaps. An up dog is completely optional, right? For some, it's too much on the inhale, we lower. Hands move to sideways. Belly tones, knees or toes, we press. Here we bring our knees wide. We slide back into child's pose. We allow our foreheads to rest toward the floor. Maybe you bring your hands to your forehead or wrap your arms behind. A little shifting out of ribs and tailbone. Long inhale through the nose. Deep exhale, we say, inhale, we fill. Exhale, we empty. Always a good time to grab some water as well. We got one more nice long breath there. Then we'll walk our hands to the front. Spread your fingertips wide. Shift your shoulders, tuck your toes up and through to that down dog. Soften your knees, look forward. Move to the front of your mat. Chest to thighs, we fold. Hands to shins, we lengthen. Knees bend, hands move to thighs. Here's that cat spine away from the thighs. Tuck that belly space, soften your tailbone. Inhale, release, out. Collarbones and tailbone lift. Press round, we stand into our middle. Inhale, we fill it up. Pull 3 fingers the funny way. Right, opposite pinky finger to the front. Left arm draws right side over. Inhale, we lift. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, exhale, open that. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, hands down, soften the shoulder blades. Inhale, bringing your weight to your right foot out. Step your left foot down. Rotate that left hip open. Shoulders release. We're going to keep our hands to our heart here for a moment. Making sure those right toes are pointed forward, left toes out. Just bend that right knee. Now push off your right heel and straight. Bend the knee. Now if you feel too short in your stance, heel toe, get more space. Press off. Bend into that knee. Press up. Beautiful. Let's add our arms. Arms move out. Shoulders release. Bend into that knee. Relax your shoulders and look over to your right fingertips. Press up, reach top. Exhale, bench. Inhale, reach. Beautiful. One more time. Bend. Strong legs. Inhale, reach up. Relax your shoulders off your ears. Bring your arms wide here. Here we're going to hinge to our right, reaching those right fingertips out. Lift your right hip. Get as much length through the back of that right leg as you can. Then lower right hand to right shin. Left arm stacks up. Then maybe slide that right hand down further. Continue to lift that right hip. Nice hamstring. We breathe. Inhale. Now bend your right knee. Slide your right elbow onto your right thigh. Take that left arm, reach over your ear for side angle. Can you lengthen that whole left side and remove weight off your right elbow? You can reach the arm out, you can reach it down, or just let it settle gently on the knee. Bring that right elbow back down. Take your left fingertips to the ceiling. Lift your left heel, rotate to the front. Here's where we plant that left hand down. Make sure your hip is rotating forward. Your right arm is approaching the side and you rotate, reach it up. Looking toward those right fingertips. That left heel is actively pushing up. Then we move that right hand to the inside. We lower the left knee, we shift the hips back, and we kick the right leg around. Maybe shift your hips a couple times, wagging your tail. We spread those wide fingertips to the front. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, reach your rib cage through. Looking at your toes here. Keep that press through the palms. Lift your tailbone. Then let your heels sink toward the floor. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, lift your heels, come out to your plank. Lift your right toe. Press up and through, three-legged dog. Exhale, come forward. Right knee comes under the hip. Left heel flexes to back wall. Right arm forward. Raise, maybe right toes lift. Exhale, and elbow draws toward me. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, we reach. Left toe, right hand come down. Right toe steps to plank. Exhale, lift your down dog. Your vinyasa here, whatever feels good for you. Inhale, come forward, knees your toes. Elbows, hips, shoulders back, up dog, cobra, sphinx. Inhale down. Exhale, toe and belly, knees your toes. We press. We lift, down dog. Soften your knees. Look toward the front of your mat. Move into that space. Chest to thighs, we fold. Hands to shins, we lengthen flat. Knees bend, hands to thighs, a cat spine. A cow spine, look forward. Beautiful. Cat spine, we bend. Shoulders pull away, we find our mouth. Inhale, we fill. Folding three fingers. Left arm press right side over, we thumb. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, other side. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, open, launch. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, hands to heart, we soften the shoulders. Weight to left foot, right foot takes that step back. We rotate open that right hip. We feel our legs actively pressing away from each other, keeping the hands apart. We bend that left knee, reaching it out toward the pinky toe. Then we press off and lengthen. Then we bend the knee, reaching it out. We press and lengthen. Bend the knee, reach out. If you feel short in your stance, heel toe, create more space. Lift and lengthen. Here we add our arms, shoulders release. Bend knee, reach out, shoulders drop, we look to our left fingertips. We press up, we reach. We bend. Warrior two, inhale, gentle breathe. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Here we go. Release shoulders, arms come out. We hinge to that left knee. Reaching with as far as you can. You really lift that left hip up and back. When you're ready, walk down, drop down, right on the side. We will move to our right finger. Pulling that left hip up and back. When we bend these to that left hand side, we take that right arm, reach and lengthen. Now push from your pinky toe to your fingers on your right side. Raise your core, release some weight away from that side. Exhale, right arm to side, left elbow softens out down. You lift our right heel, rotate forward. Right hand lands. Push that right heel away, left arm out to left side wall. Push off right hand, rotate left arm up. Now that right knee can always come down here. That's a more comfortable position for your hips. Looking up, we breathe, inhale. Then that left hand moves to the inside. The right knee comes down. We walk our hands toward our right knee so we have space to kick that left leg around. We plant our palm. Shift your hips side to side. Beautiful. Here we tuck our toes. Press away from the ground, reach your ribs toward your knees. Lift your tailbone. And then allow your heels to sink. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, we come out to our plank. We lift that left foot. We press away. Three-legged dog. Left heel high, right heel low. Inhale, come forward. Left knee comes to table. Long through your spine as left arm goes forward, right heel to the back. Maybe left toes lift. Exhale, elbow knee. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach out. Here, that right toe comes down, that left hand lifts, biceps foot, left foot back. Exhale, down dog. Your vinyasa, or if you want to find child's pose, always an option. Inhale to plank. Knees or toes, elbows, hips, shoulders back, up dog. We breathe. Exhale, we lower. We press knees or toes. And then we find our child's pose. And we release. Forehead toward the mat. Arms out front or to the sides. We breathe. And exhale. So we're going to finish with just a couple of standing balances and doing a standing shavasana. We'll take a deep breath in. And side breath. As you release your arms, tuck your chin to your chest. Coming towards the back of your mat. Tuck your toes. Sit back into your heels. Now your hands can be forward or you can bring them up to your thighs. Whatever feels okay for the arches of your feet. Oh, give them a little opening here before we go into balance, which works our arches a lot. Then we'll shift back either into your low squat or your forward fold. And then lift your hips. As you're looking down at your feet here, spread your toes. Bring your hands to your thighs. Draw in through your low belly space and gently stack your vertebrae up. As you pull your shoulders away, find your mountain. So here, again, soles of feet pull in, outer heels push away. So we're nice and active through our hips, but our knees do have that micro bend. There's a little softness there. We sweep our fingertips to the sky. As you touch your fingertips, move hands to heart. Now find your focal point. I use the front edge of my mat. Some people like to look straight ahead, whatever works for you. Bring your weight onto your right foot. Again, we have that softness in the knee. You're going to take your left toe and just tap it out front. Then, as you tone into your core, keeping your hips still, start lifting that left toe out. Now see if you can stretch that toe out of your hip. Breathe, inhale. Keeping that focal point. Bending the knee. You're going to send that left heel back. As you pin toward a little deeper bend through that right knee. Press your hands to your heart. See if that left heel can leave a footprint on the back wall. As you release your arms, find your airplane. Tap the head reaching forward. Then try to lift a little out of that right hip and square that left hip down. If it works for you, take those fingertips, reach them over the top of your head. We're breathe. We breathe, inhale. Then we slowly press out. Take that left foot, stand it down. Release your shoulders, fingertips, hands to heart. We breathe. Again, we make our feet strong. We soften the knees. We find our focal points. As the weight comes to your left foot, just slide your right toe out first. Make sure you're squaring your hip. Sometimes we rotate the hip when we extend it out. We want to keep it square. And we lift. We stretch that toe from the hip. Finding that nice tall stance. We breathe. We exhale. Then we soften the knee. Flex the ankle. Spread your toes. Then we hinge forward. Left knee gets a little more bent. Left heel pushes, stands on that back wall. Try to square your shoulders up here, right? So they're parallel to your mat. Then maybe those arms reach back into that airplane. Can you nudge that left hip up, right hip down? Maybe you sweep your arms over the top of your head. And you're still pushing that right heel down. Full inhale. And exhale. Here's a slow press up left foot, and we stand. And we go, we shake out those legs. Deep breath. So, lifting your heels, rocking through your feet to release those arches, and then start by standing ragdoll. Right? We just let everything go loosey goosey. Then we take that deep breath. Here we bring our hands down to our thighs. Soften the chin to that nice pat. Release your cat. Press stand, round it up. Inhale, fill. Standing on your left foot, cross your right ankle over your left. Can you lift out of the sideways? Then drop your left hand down, reach your right arm over. Push your right hip to the right. Open your right palm, stretch over. Inhale, reach the top. Just release off that hip. Then we're going to bring that right foot up. We're going to try to find that standing figure four. So push that left thigh into that right ankle and then pull your right knee back. You should feel that on that right hip. Then you breathe. Maybe you sink into your hips a little bit and add a little movement. Then we lift. We step that right foot down. Lift the top. Cross left over right. Drop your right arm either down the side or across the back. That left arm reaches up and over. Push your left hip away from you. Open down that side. You should feel it all the way down through that outer hip. We stand back up. We slide that left ankle onto that right thigh. Then we nudge that left hip open. Right, so the thigh is pushing forward, the knee is pushing out. Hands apart. Maybe a little bent, so you can shift into those hips like that. But just releasing. Breathing. We stand it up. We step the foot down. We bring the hands to heart. Release your shoulders away from your ears. Now see if you can, what we call grounding our feet. We feel the full surface of our feet equally pressing into that. Then soften your knees, your hips. Your shoulders are relaxed. So just like when we're seated, our grounding space is our sits bones. When we're standing, it's the base of our feet. We take a long inhale through the nose. Can you close your eyes and soften your shoulder blades on your exhale? Inhale, fill with the lungs. Exhale, soften. One more breath. Slowly let it go. Inhale, fill. Fingertips to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. A little softness to your knees as we take that gentle bow forward. And we say namaste. Beautiful. So a little different finish. Sometimes we do it seated in this one or lying down. So that's a way to get your standing Shavasana. Hopefully we are able to find that